Ah, there we go. Welcome, we are the Story Speakers Guild, bringing you roleplay entertainment.
Hola.
Sorry about last Saturday. Personal issues came up and we ended up not having game. That being said, we are back here this Thursday for some more Umbra Stalkers as we draw towards the conclusion of Chapter 1. My, don't all be talkative at once. Either way, where we last left off, we finished the 5th fortress, a hidden one said to contain the Wraith King's secrets to his power, and perhaps his weaknesses.
Which we did not figure out yet.
Have we destroyed that altar yet?
No.
I bet that's a big factor considering the original Fallen Knight was guarding it.
You guys actually, as you're looking around the room, notice that there was another minion here that was dead before you guys got here. Before you guys got here. He looked like he was some type of standard white.
Is it fair to assume you need a standard white to possess to become one of the knights?
No. It's far more fair to assume that Sir Keldor there killed him because he was frustrated with him.
With
the original guardian of this keep.
Huh. The white that's on the floor, is there any identifying mark?
I mean, nothing that would identify him to you.
Okay.
Okay. So, other than the body on the floor and the altar in this room, is there anything else?
The 2 hand axes.
Well, yes, the 2 hand axes, which you took. There is, besides that, a couple of very old stone, primitive, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I guess chest would be the best thing. Basically, they're kind of made like how an old tomb would be. You gotta just kind of slide that great top off.
Yeah, sarcophagus, yeah.
And just out of curiosity, this white on the floor be in possession of anything of interest?
He is. He has a journal.
I'm gonna peruse through that real quick.
Alright then. Roll me a perception.
Okay.
Are we supposed to be healed?
You can be, Torn, it's fine. You full heal after 10 minutes in open legend anyways. Alright. So, this journal has been transcripted many times, and it literally says that. This is the first time it's been transcribed in a language that's modern enough to be read. That is also detailed in there. But as you begin reading, this is like a full detailed journal of the Wraith King's life.
Wraith King's what?
Life.
Oh, now we can all read it for weaknesses.
Okay.
Maybe that there's something in there that details the source of his power.
Well, I'm reading through it right now, so.
Yep. So, particulars that you come across. You read about how he was sacrificed on this altar. Only he did not die that day, but was reborn as something else. That night, he claimed 50 children of the villagers that did this to him, and he sacrificed them on this altar. And for 100 years, it sustained his power. Sustained.
So all the ghost kids that we saw were part of that, or were they more
Well, as I was telling him, it only lasted for 100 years. So after 100 years, he gathered another 50 children, and he sacrificed them. And it details this ritual and how he's done it to survive as long as he has. It details fully the ritual on how to make other wraiths.
Skip to the end. How long has it been since his last 50 sacrifice?
Shush, hang on, I'm reading.
read faster?
Alright. So, you read that he was, the last sacrifice was about 99 years ago.
The last?
Yes. Which
Okay.
means that he's already started gathering again. Which is why you found 50 children here.
So we stole from him some of the kids, correct?
No, we have them all. The bodies we found were they were in a state of decay, right? None of the blood or anything was fresh.
Correct. They were old.
Okay.
And where was he getting the kids from the same town all these?
Well, I mean, the journal details a very, very long time.
Does it say exactly when he dates back to, and if so, from what continent?
The beginning literally states to you that there is no way to fully trace it back because time was not really measured at that point.
Oh, shoot.
So back to Pangea, essentially.
Yes.
Gotcha. Huh. Okay.
So, the next thing you find, though, at the back of the journal, though, is another face.
I think we have his phylactery. Would that be a safe assumption?
Something similar. He's not a lich, so he doesn't have a phylactery, but you did find, yes, something that's binding him here.
Okay. Nick.
It does detail in the journal, though, that just removing that cannot destroy him, though, only weaken him.
And then about the altar. Does it require this altar in order to continue the ritual?
It does. This altar, it's actually mentioned in the journal how through powerful magics he moved this altar from where it originally was.
Okay. Alright.
This entire bottom floor is the original place where his sacrifice happened.
Does it mention anything about this tree?
It does not. It does mention some information about the white laying on the ground that had the journal, though.
Okay. Hit me.
The white was his youngest son, who he turned into a white to forever basically defend this place and journal his story for when he would be great.
Okay. So this guy just killed off his son?
Yes, he did, and turned him into a white. And as you take a closer look at this white, he does look very caveman-like. Very hairy, bushy. Got a unibrow going.
Gotcha. Alright. I closed the book, handed it to Nick. There is a part of him contained in the last chapter there, similar to the other artifacts that we found. Perhaps you could try to purify it or destroy it or whatever it is you do. And as for the altar, Corvus gestures over there, this appears to be the seat of this power, and without it, he can't continue his ritual. So at the very least,
I think this is a splendid time for a grenade.
I want to agree. I do. But I have no idea if this altar is in any way connected to the entirety of this structure.
So have priest bless altar, then grenade.
How
It
many
might be.
times have grenades actually been a good idea? Like, I feel like we just need to stop with the grenades, and I particularly don't love the idea while I am under literally tons of stones.
You know what? Talawa's onto something. I think C4 is the way to go.
She face palms.
Sire,
Talawa, don't you know, Talawa, there is no personal problem large enough that cannot be solved by the suitable application of high explosive.
I really feel like that's not true.
It's not, but it's for some odd reason it does. It just feels like it should be.
It's the American way.
America! Anyway, shenaniganry aside. Is there a way to figure out if this structure is destroyed, if it will destabilize the entirety of this building?
Make a logic check for me.
41?
Yeah, this place is gonna collapse on you if you blow something up.
Well, I'm not talking about just this room, but I'm talking about the entirety of the structure.
It's all gonna come crashing down on you.
Okay. I kind of figured that this thing doesn't like magically sustaining it somehow. Yeah. So Corvus goes to look at the structure. He starts kind of scanning over it. You see him fiddle around with his helmet a little bit. Yeah, this thing seems to be powering the entirety of this place. If we just blow it up, we will die. So, like I said before, C4.
C4?
Don't blow it up yet. We'll set the charges. Maybe have Nicholas do some kind of shenaniganry, whatever he does, and then we'll set it off once we're outside.
If only we had Nicholas, but he ran off to get burgers or something.
The world's most attentive priest.
It's true.
Sire, not imitate priest no more.
You
That'd be
should,
wise.
sire.
Sire, how much of that C4 do you still have on you?
10 pounds?
Oh, that would be plenty.
Oh God, yeah.
You mind? Corvus puts out his hand.
We gonna blow place up?
Yeah, we're gonna blow the altar up. I'll even give you the plunger, but I'm gonna make sure that the detonation goes off correctly. Because I do appreciate your affinity for trying new things, but yeah, let's not have you try to set up a bomb.
Okay, Sire hands over the 10-pound.
All right, so I'm just starting to set plastic explosives around this thing.
Everyone looks over.
Hey.
Go ahead, Bob.
Are we against an outside wall, perchance?
We have no means of knowing.
Very true. I figured you'd be more excited, Talawa. They're going to do a flashy ending.
I don't know. I just feel like it hasn't been going super well. Resorted to explosions recently, so I guess I'm a little over it.
You haven't seen me mess with explosives, Miss Sakui.
Alright, so everybody who's setting up charges, I need you to roll for me. Logic.
Yeah, I got this.
Everyone, Kyle, you're not the only one doing it.
I know.
Are you
I
having
put
them
clumps where he tells me.
Am I doing what?
I'm seeing if Bob is helping you guys.
Yeah, I had forgot to open my sheet.
Alright. So you guys can go ahead and tell me about placing it successfully. And you should be glad you succeeded, because I was going to have you think you succeeded and then prematurely discharge.
What's C4?
It'd have been Sire's fault, I'm sure.
Probably. But you guys succeeded, so tell me about your success.
Well, we managed to successfully plant the C4 around the space of the structure, around any point that looks like a structural weakness, and then also with, I managed to set the the electronic transceiver, or the radio transceiver, so then I could set it to blow whenever we're ready.
Alright.
You need to camouflage it or hide it somehow in case somebody wanders in here while we're trying to escape before we blow it up and they don't find.
Well, I would, but I'm not sure if touching this thing with, well... All right, let me try something. I'm going to. All right. I'm just basically trying to make the C4 less obvious. So make it look like it's like a part of the actual design. So make it appear more stone-like and appear part of the filigree or whatever the hell it's made out of.
You know what you could do. Why don't you just nanobot it and make it invisible?
I could. But that also requires concentration.
It would, but once you blow it up, you don't gotta concentrate anymore.
That's true. Alright, I'll do that. Oh, and then I think that means that I gotta drop haste, right? Or no, I don't. Okay, never mind. Okay, so yeah, I do that. I make the C4 appear invisible.
So you guys watch as the C4 becomes translucent.
Nice. Oh, by the way, Ryan, am I healed too?
Everybody, yeah, you guys have been here more than 10 minutes.
Everald?
Yes.
Can we make sure that we stop at the library and you can use your magic coat?
I suppose.
Yes. I suppose now we should go retrieve the children, yes?
Also a good idea.
Alright. So I guess we go venture back to go gather the children.
Alright, so you guys go back and gather the children?
Yeah, and
Yep.
did we find all 50 deaths so that we could purify them all?
No. The ghost children's body that you found were not killed on the altar. From what you can assume, they're probably children who escaped.
Who what?
Who escaped.
Ah, fair, thanks.
Okay. So we go back to the maze, go back to the library. We grab as books as Everald's magic cape can fill, or
Indeed.
go through the torture chamber, and then back to the room where the children were at, right?
Yep. So they're all there in their beds.
I check
Sir.
out and make sure they're still doing okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Finally.
If tower held together by magic, will radio signal work when we leave?
Well, it should. It's not a typical radio signal. It's powered off the same. I can produce similar frequencies, so it's not exactly like a radio wave. It does have an arcane signature attached to it.
Okay, if no work, sire, come back and make sure place go.
Right, and if need be, I could send one of the drones in here to manually detonate it.
But then you'd have one less drone to creep on the party.
I could make an army of these things if I was given enough time to sit alone. it won't hurt me that much. Plus, you haven't exactly given me a chance to use them.
We are getting the children out before you detonate this thing, yes?
No, Cappy. We're gonna keep them there and sacrifice them onto the fucking gods.
Well, nobody said anything, so for my priest, you gotta leave the motherfucker there.
We did say something, but you weren't there, bro.
Oh, okay.
Blood for the blood gods. Skulls for the skull throne.
So the children look over at all of you. Can we leave now?
Yeah, you're all safe.
We escort them out.
I'll escort him as well.
All right.
But Priest should not, because Priest kept falling on spikes.
In order to do this successfully, I would like the entire party to roll me an agility.
Oh boy.
Actually, I will say whatever your combat stat is, roll for me.
Oh shit!
I want to use legend points to stop that from happening.
You can.
Holy shit!
Wait, what the dick?
God damn! That's an agility roll.
Good at something.
It must have been an accident.
Oh, yeah.
Did Talawa roll? Yeah, she did.
Hey,
Alright,
protecting children.
starting with Cappy, who has the highest roll and gets to perform the most dynamically in this cutscene of leaving this place. Cappy, tell us about having to mow down the guards and whatnot to protect the children.
Alright, as we're making our way out, I am in full protection mode to keep these children safe. And I'd kind of come up with a pretty nifty ability to, I don't actually kill them, but definitely push them out of the way. Use some holy energy that in normal circumstances would just do damage over time, or that means that in this case, to just fucking push them out of my way to keep their children moving. If it kills them, cool. If it just fucks them up, cool. Either way, he's just making sure the children get past. He's not trying to focus on actually killing them at the moment, just getting the children out. Considering what's going to happen later, he's not really concerned about killing them, just getting them out of the way.
That was the most wishy-washy thing.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not very good at explaining shit,
Alright.
okay? Sue me.
Bob, you're next in this story of leaving this place. Tell us about your role in it.
Alright, I'm in the front, I'm assuming, with Nicholas, and he does whatever he does, and there's lights and whatever. Nicholas, or Mac, rather, is just bullying his way through anything that stands in his way. It's not standing when he goes by. Shoulder, leg, kick, punch, smack him with the shotgun, anything to get him out of the way to keep the children safe.
Alright. Everald, bringing up the rear, begins to create various barriers of necrotic energy to hold off the enemy. Anything that manages to make it through that, he slices down with the executioner's axe in a blur of incredible speed. Next is Talawa.
She tries to keep an eye on the group as they're moving through, looking for opportunities where I think that the party member might be taken by surprise, especially because then that means the enemy isn't focused on me, which makes it easier for me to be sneaky and cast gun really well. So yeah, I'm gonna keep looking out for like opportunities, kind of watching their backs, or if there's like a line of guards in our way, and like we need to break through quickly. I might be like punching holes in that defense, stuff like that to kind of enable the party a little bit more.
All right, Corvus.
You know me, I'm going to have someone else do the heavy lifting. Charlie! As we're walking through, and like any undead or construct or whatever the bloody hell comes our way, anything that pokes through the defenses, Charlie, the massive fucking tarantula bot, is just gonna mow them down as I walk behind it with the children in tow, just holding their hand and telling them to cover their ears.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, sire, you're the only one here who did not succeed.
I'm a meat shield.
So, sire, you run around trying to perform your various ninja tactics and use of your hook swords, when one of the ghosts manages to grab your swords and slice the tendons in your ankles.
Oh,
Crippled, the party has to help you make your way out as they are doing all the defending that they're doing. But you guys do succeed on getting out. And no child was harmed, only sire.
I mean, technically then?
But yes, you've made it out. You're standing at the top of the building that extends way up into the sky.
Right, I gotta find us the way down again. Okay. Well, there's too many to do every damn child here. Oh, wait.
make it slide.
Could I just have Charlie turn his abdomen into a platform and then have him just crawl down the building with the children on the back?
Sure.
Alright. Do I need to roll for that?
Yes. What is Charlie's alteration?
It should be a 9.
Okay.
Or no, it's a 7, I think, actually. You're the one who. Well, let's see.
Go ahead and roll an alteration 7.
All right. Just gonna roll agility for it because YOLO Swagnamite.
That's fine.
Nice.
Tell us about his transformation.
All right. So as we get to the outside of the building, I realize that unless I'm going to spend an exorbitant amount of time actually like flying people around, which I don't really want to do, I look at Charlie. Transformation sequence. What was it again? Delta dash 017 dash beta. And he transforms into a basically kind of a loading platform, except he's turned larger and the spider legs are like gripped on the side of the building, and he slowly glides down with the children on the back, with us.
Whee! It's the children yelling with glee. So, sire, you're bleeding pretty badly. It's hard to move. How you doing?
I doctor my wounds, and I have skill in movement. Can I figure out how to move better while I'm in.
Not how movement works.
And see what the rest of the group is, and they're still trying to reach us.
Nicholas can heal you, though.
Yep. And I would heal him too once he gets to it.
Or Corvus, if you prefer.
I mean, I would have figured that he would have been on Charlie at that point, because I would have just told him his ass to jump on top of him.
Well, yeah, he is on Charlie.
Oh, then yeah. I mean,
Yeah. I'm going to go with the masses on this one.
Then do your thing, Corvus.
I'm just excited to press the button.
of course. Yeah, you good, fam.
Tell him about those nanobots fixing his ankles.
You see a black substance start to pour forth from your wound as it bubbles over and dissipates back inside of your skin. It looks like new. You got brand new ankles, kid.
They're springy, sire.
For better kung fu fighting.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers. You reach the ground. Sorry, you reach the ground.
Alright, push the button and let's get the hell out of
Yeah, no kidding.
We would definitely not want to be this close to a structure this large. I suggest. Yeah.
Yeah, probably should get some distance.
And we still don't know how we're going to convoy the rest of these children, nor where we're going to.
Okay. So, what's your plan for all of that, guys?
Didn't we have the big truck that we brought here?
No, we
You guys literally left our truck in Neo New Orleans. It's been stuck there since last time we were there. That truck's been there for weeks now.
Yeah.
And we need to get that truck then. We are gonna need it badly.
Wait, it hasn't been weeks since we started traveling, has it? It's only been like a couple of days.
You've been to 2 Wraith King fortresses since you left, as well as the base ones. It's been at least 2 weeks.
Makes sense.
How'd we get here?
You guys drove those swamp rover things. The problem is you have 50 children. You're not going to stuff 50 children into them. Unless you're going to put them in the ashtray or something.
Fucking shit.
Somebody needs to go get our main vehicle, that trailer on it. It's the only thing I can think of.
That won't be necessary.
Have you never seen the pictures of how many people can get stuffed in a Volkswagen?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could just lay them down and stack them up, kind of like firewood, I guess.
We are not
A lot of kids in a truck.
We are not
Corvus-
stacking children.
Corvus is just
The
gonna
greater good to get them away from this. They suffer a small evil for a short time.
I'm just gonna slowly walk towards the next pile of rubble I can find.
How many children can we tie to the roof while we're talking about it?
Oh my god.
Nigga
Drive
just face
slowly,
palms
he'll
and
be
shakes
pretty
his head.
safe.
Just don't let the priest be involved with tying the kids up.
Hey.
Why do you think he was so motivated to do so well in this fight?
Blood in the black hells. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a trailer large enough for all these children.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, as long as I have access to like raw material, no matter what it is, I can make it into something.
Well, hell, just turn Charlie's legs into wheels.
What's the town near here that the kids might have come from?
Well, Torin, there's no town around here that you could just gather 50 children. You'd need to gather them from a couple of towns.
So let's start pulling the kids to see where they're from, if they even know. And we'll know at least what direction to go.
Well, some of them are from New Orleans. Some of them are from New Baton Rouge. Some of the mutant children are from Everglow. Some are from places outside of Louisiana that you haven't heard of.
I wonder if that hospital is that the Everglow town? Yeah. I wonder if we could delegate here and bring them there to somebody that we trust to get them back to their homes, especially since some of them are saying they're from Everglow. We'd return some of them to their home, and then the rest, we could ask them to work on getting them back to where they belong. I'm hesitant to bring the children from New Orleans back, given the current state of the town. At the very least, we know they're with somebody we trust until, I don't know, until everything's figured out.
Yes, I agree. New Orleans is not currently safe for the children. Perhaps they could stay in the Everglow with the others until we can, as you say, sort things out.
I hate to play devil's advocate here, but normal people have a bad idea about mutants.
That and unfortunately the radiation concentration in Everglow is relatively high. The
That's why
healthier
it's called
children will
glow.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot about the radiation there. Thank you for reminding me.
This is all interesting and fascinating and all that, but can we get the hell out of here and blow the damn thing up before the Wraith King finds?
Yeah.
Worst
That's a
case,
good
we
idea.
can march them for a while.
No, I've already. Well, yeah. Let me just finish putting this together, and then we can hook it up to one of the cars. Nicholas, in the meantime, can you actually exercise this book and the rest of the book?
I can do that. Which book am I exercising?
I slap him in the face with it.
You said you grabbed a whole bunch of books. I figured I didn't know if you had a whole bunch of books. I just the one book.
You have all the books except for the one that I was holding.
The goblin in your stomach begins talking.
Okay.
Oh, you found that book.
Let me do my protection roll.
Goblin's the Wraith King.
Here goes nothing.
I am not the Wraith King.
Fuck.
He's too weak.
Give me some time.
Man. If you had true faith in your god, this would be nothing.
Oh, I have true faith, but it doesn't always mean I'm successful. It just means I have to try again.
Do it for the children!
I intend to. I get disadvantage if I try doing it again this quick.
Yes.
Could burn some legend points.
So, wait. So, Sire saw what he did wrong. He's not going to imitate him, but points it out to him. You did this wrong.
Yes, please don't imitate.
See that one do them again. Make him do it.
No.
No.
Oh,
Sire, no like.
Absolutely no fun at all. You see a couple innocent souls go to hell, and all of a sudden... That is not enough.
Damn!
I told you to burn some legend points, bro.
You attempt to start your prayers again and so on, but something just keeps distracting you from them. You're unable to get the prayers fully out. You choke as you try to speak some of them.
Something is interfering. Perhaps when we're further away from this place, I'll have better luck.
Sire know what problem is. Sire needs absolution for pretending to be priest.
Oh, you're fine. You're a priest. Don't worry.
I glance over at Sire. Sire, what did you do?
I copy what you do. Not a good thing.
His eyes go wide.
Oh, it was a marvelous thing.
Do I even want to know what the result was?
I do believe it has something to do with your conception of hell.
He did what?
I imitate you, and no white
Learned it
light,
from
only
watching
black.
you, Dad.
He just
You weren't
face
there.
palms.
I tried to send children on way to peace. I failed.
Oh, you
Your
did
fault
give
for
them
not being.
peace. Peace
You
of
sent-
not being here.
You sent them to hell. Sire!
I thought I was sending to your place.
He really
feel-
did have good intentions about it.
First one actually, there was just a little bit of smell of brimstone, but second one was not nice. Second one, big gate open, black things come out and tore little child. So often I did it. Sire starts crying.
So I
I'm
guess
afraid I cannot give you absolution for that.
I guess it's true. The road to hell is paved with good intention.
His road to hell, maybe. I don't think I can absolve him of that.
See, this is why he cannot uncurse the book. He
Him
lacks
no-
the
him
true
no-
faith of a priest.
I have true faith. He sent children to hell. I don't know if I could absolve something that serious.
He didn't do it on purpose.
I know
Switch, I
that,
go
but
inside
still.
tower and blow tower up.
There is a difference between intention and something happening accidentally. Isn't your whole, I don't know, prophets thing all about loving each other?
Do realize that apparently, I'm just finding out, hell exists, and that comes from his prophet. That doesn't seem particularly loving.
But that's what that one guy kept talking about was like love and forgive and all that crap, right?
Yes. I just in a minute wrap my head around what he did. I was not expecting that. I need a minute.
Sire still crying. Priest's fault for not being there when children needed to be saved.
Yeah, blame the priest.
You weren't there.
Sire's tears fall to the ground and burn the little bits of grass beneath them.
And big giant scorpions come out of the tears.
It's the Clash of the Titans now.
God damn it.
I'll walk over to Sire. Can I put my hand on his shoulder? It's okay, Sire. I know you didn't mean to do it.
Sire still don't know why it didn't work. I do exactly what you do.
It takes more than just. Not sure exactly what you did, but it takes more than that for it to work.
Sire shows you since there are no dead kids on it, he shows you exactly what he did. Just like you did. He mimicked the crap out of you the first time.
The goblin head turns slightly towards you, Sire. It's okay, you did it exactly right. You're just a hell priest.
No hell priest.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Embrace your religion or heritage or whatever.
You're awfully talkative, considering you were very secretive for not too long ago.
Oh,
It's
this is
possible-
important
Oops, sorry, go ahead.
information. If you want to know the important things, of course, you can always trade the 3 questions.
It could be, Sire. It's because you weren't properly blessed, I guess is the right way to put it, by my faith that it didn't work as you intended.
Ooh,
Sire
That is
goes-
honestly really the only thing I can think of.
Sire looks intrigued at the goblin head, walks towards it inquisitively, gets real close. He's like, "You think I help, Reese?"
He's invading my virtual space. I'm like freaking out a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
Of
why the
course.
goblin head thinks about that? I stuff a grenade in her mouth without a pin and run away.
Oh,
I
shit!
Corvus, there is a grenade in your chest.
Ducky cover!
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I cast resistance. Fuck that shit.
Alright.
I fucking die for cover when I see
Roll
that
your
shit.
resistance for me.
Yeah, I ain't taking that shit. It fucking goes off harmlessly.
Indeed it does. Goblin head intact as well. Ooh,
Sire looks
that's a
disappointed.
Spicy meal there.
Okay, at this point, yeah, sorry. I'm
Sire, for the love of a little heads up next time.
What's your toughness, sire?
Toughness?
Yeah.
18.
Okay. That's 10 points of damage. And then you are also polymorphed into a fucking rat.
Oh, shit.
So, Corvus polymorphs and blasts Sire from how it sounds.
Yeah, I basically started to just... Because, like, I'm already inside of him, so I just altered his DNA rapidly, causing him damage, and then shrunk him down into a mouse. I'm currently trying to step on him now.
I jump on you and bite you.
You are on the ground.
Do not kill Sire.
Yeah, I would kind of step in the way and stop him.
He just tried to fucking set off a grenade on me.
You know he's not the most intelligent person in the world. You gotta be gentle with him.
Then let Darwin do his work.
Squeak! And I try to bite his ankle.
I'm stomping
The
down.
children
No!
begin yelling in horror,
I'm gonna have to push Corvus out of the way.
crying.
I run to a child as like a frightened pet. How's that?
Sire, roll a d20 twice because you have advantage. Sire, you turn back to normal size.
As I'm running towards the child.
Well, while you're hiding behind a child.
Okay. I guess I'm not hiding behind a child anymore.
No.
Is he Sire again, or is he now a giant rat?
He's Sire.
At this point, I am like fucking dead set on this. I start marching my way towards.
I'm gonna grab Corvus. Enough! You're scaring the children. Deal with this later.
I get in between Corvus and Sire.
It's okay for him to set a grenade off on me?
Not on you, on
No.
stupid goblin in body that you won't kick out.
Sire, you're not helping.
I throw the axes at him.
I make Sire insubstantial.
Oh, okay.
The axes pass through Corvus.
Thank you, Everald.
Both of you need to get your shit under control.
I'm not the one setting off explosives.
No, but you're reacting just as horribly.
Okay. Let me shove an explosive into your.
Corvus, you can deal with Sire later, just not in front of the children. If you want to beat the living shit out of them later, fine, just not in front of the children.
Sire
Yeah.
has figured out that Corvus can control his shape, so he thinks he's purposely keeping that horrendous little goblin face in his stomach on.
Sorry. Wait. Why did I do that? Okay.
I
was just trying.
You did that.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep it. All right. Corvus looks at Sire, looks at the rest of the group, looks at the scared children. He's silent for a minute. turns around, heads into the truck.
I look over at Sire. Sire, bad move with that grenade. I don't think he has any control over that thing in his stomach. Besides, I think if he could get it out, it would have already been out.
Sire, don't think
I-
so. Corvus shoot party to his benefit. Corvus keep Goblin face to his benefit.
I don't think it works that way, Sire. Just
Sire, leave
don't
it
try to
alone.
hurt the goblin head anymore. Please.
Sire, leave it alone.
Thank you, big man.
I think you need to go explain to him what your logic was and apologize.
I've seen look like that before. Don't want to be Coral.
At some point, you're gonna need to.
And if you don't want to be Coral, I don't recommend trying to blow him up. As
So-
it is, you're probably only not Coral now because I made you a spirit.
So, Sire looks questioning at the group. So you think that if I blow up Goblin Head, Corvus actually die?
Yes.
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 Almost assuredly, yes.
Okay, Sire looks introspective now, like he didn't think about that. He considered them two entities, and Corvus didn't think to just kick it out. Corvus or Sire watched Corvus eat trees.
Before you take a drastic action like that, though, you need to understand what you're doing. You still should have stopped to figure out if it was something that you could do without bringing a lot of harm, or really any harm, to Corvus.
Corvus don't die.
Believe
But
it or
Sire
not,
should have
Corvus
thought.
can die.
He's tricky, he's not immortal. Is he?
No, he is not immortal.
Not that you know.
I know your ass isn't immortal. If there's anything
I'm
that-
basically,
You're not immortal.
as long as there's one of my goddamn nanobots, I can be rebuilt.
You are
See?
as immortal as I
Sire
am.
say he can't die.
Alright. Shenaniganry
good.
aside.
I mean, Kyle, he just put a grenade in your stomach because he's trying to protect you.
And Goblin Head call me Hellspawn.
There's a difference between trying to swing someone because they're going to try to shoot someone and get everyone killed, and putting an explosive which is going to guarantee everyone dies.
No, just Goblin face.
And I'm not sure if you were there when I did this, but you do realize I could shunt him out of my body whenever the hell I damn well please.
That's why Sire put the grenade there. He thinks that you're choosing not to.
Yeah, because you just fucking threw a grenade into his mouth. Well, the goblins.
I love this fucking goblin.
They call me monster. You have two heads. Three, technically. Sire goes to behave and stays away from Corvus.
Either
He doesn't
way,
like being told he's a hell priest.
Either way, you guys have managed to get far enough that the or that you can blow the charges now if you want.
Alright. Who's in the car with me?
Who rode with Corvus?
I stay with children.
I rode with him.
Yeah, I'd rather the children keep an eye on him.
Okay. So I hand Mac the detonator. Happy birthday.
Actually, we promised that to Sire.
Fuck him.
I know how you feel. I like the big guy though, and we promised him, and I'm not going to break a promise to him. So I take the detonator and I go find.
He's in the other car.
So Bob tucks and rolls.
Oh, I thought we had stopped.
Don't you know the rule? Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Only the
Oh.
Joker doesn't.
So you don't have to think about the people that die.
All right. Well, if we ain't stopping, then fuck it. I push the button.
The ground shaking incredibly.
Sire gets all excited. And then he realizes he didn't get to push the button. But he's still all excited. Doesn't know if he's happy or sad.
You guys watch as the ground caves in underneath where you were, and then the building starts to crumble and collapse.
I'd probably grab a hold of the side of this thing, start shaking. Whoa! That's what I call an explosion.
A bunch of dust comes flying out towards all of you, blinding the entire area. And everything is quiet and still for a moment.
I probably coughed a little bit due to the dust.
After about 30 seconds, though, you guys feel a second rumbling start. This one even more powerful than the last rumbling you just felt.
This is a fucking tree, ain't it?
I pulled this up and feeling a rumbling.
You guys feel the ground breaking underneath the vehicle you're in. And then something sprout up underneath it. Make a perception with disadvantage 5 because of all the dust that's still around. Anyone who wants to look.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll.
Alright, Talawa and Rildon, you both notice it. As you look down at the ground underneath the vehicle, you can see them, their roots.
What the?
Yeah.
We got roots wrapping us up. That's not good.
They're not wrapping you up. You're on top of them, but you weren't on roots before.
No, yeah, they're just shooting up from the ground. We might be stuck on top of this.
Yeah, probably. Other question is, where did they come from? Because they weren't there a minute ago.
Roots come from ground.
Not what I meant, sire, but yes.
Finally, the shaking stops, and the dust begins to settle. You look out where the tower was, and there is an enormous tree going up into the clouds with its leaves.
Ho! That's what I call a tree.
You all can make a logic check for me now.
I was like, is it the world tree?
Wait, but if Cappy and I are in the same vehicle and we are both the only ones to notice, does that mean people in the other car, which also I assigned you to their car, so it's even, but are they just completely unaware of what's happening?
Yes, until the dust settled and you could see the tree in the distance. Though they're still not aware of the roots underneath them.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyways, anyone who rolled a 20 or higher on their logic. notices that the leaves on the tree are quite alive. You guys have never seen a live tree.
Well, I'll be. It's alive. I haven't seen one
Sire,
like that.
What's
confused.
alive?
The
Why
leaves
do
on
I
the
notice
tree.
that there are plants usually are alive? Or are we talking like moving alive?
Sire,
Moving kind
plants
of
are
alive.
not normally alive here.
Well, Rowan's plants, no, they die. They come to our house to die. But
Torin, you live in a world that was nuked over.
wow,
Haven't seen anything with that kind of life in ever. At least not in my lifetime until now.
this is a good thing.
It
Definitely.
might not be. We don't know why it's like that.
We blew up bad place. Good stuff come.
Either that or we released a bigger bad thing.
If I can, I'm actually gonna, since I know about the roots, I'm actually gonna hop down and kind of lay my hand on the roots, see if I don't know, feel anything particular.
You lay your hands on the roots then?
Yeah.
Cappy, you hear a voice as you lay your hand on the roots. Come to me.
To a world of imagination.
I start walking toward the tree.
So, you all notice your priest walking towards the tree.
Hey! Hey!
Nicholas!
What are you doing?
I stop and turn back. The tree told me to come to it when I put my hand on the roots.
I'm gonna turn to Matt, or no, Mac isn't with us. Turn to Sire and do like when people like spin their finger near their head to like indicate someone's crazy? I'm doing that.
Yeah, but Sire grins but touches hand to Root.
Come to me.
Oh! But I don't like copy priest. Copy priest bad, but Root thingy say come to.
I just turned and started heading
What?
toward the tree again.
Touch Root. You see. You hear. Sorry, you hear.
I think one of us not being influenced by this is a good idea. I will follow you, but I'm not going to.
No, I not go. I think you touch though to hear a voice. It not
Okay.
influence me. I choose not to go because priest went because copying priest bad for.
You realize he will like die on his own, right? Like you've seen him. He will die. Like somebody has to go with him.
Sire don't want to copy priest. Sire don't want to open hell again.
I don't know how
his body over there said so.
Okay, so like how close is the other car to our car?
Not that far. You guys were following each other.
Yeah, you currently see Corvus like basically staring at this giant tree, looking at.
You've never seen a live tree either, Corvus?
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that my feet are wrapped up, and then I'm gonna run over to their car and like on the window.
Sire's gonna lay down and listen to the leaves with his ear.
What's up, Toots?
Ugh. I guess the tree is speaking to people if they touch it. I don't know if it's like mind control or like telepathy. So I'm avoiding doing it just in case, there's any kind of issue with touching the tree. I think having at least one clear mind is good, but we need to we can't leave the children. I'm sorry.
Come to me.
So I think we need to split up because I don't think he should just go on his. We all know he's going to die without anybody helping him.
You guys go ahead and roleplay and figure this out. I need to use the bathroom real quick.
Well, I mean, didn't you have the children? So who's going to drive the vehicle?
Well, I was thinking that we'd keep the vehicles where they are until we figure out this tree business, especially as I'm not sure that it's actually safe for us to attempt to drive given our current predicament.
Okay.
So the priest is moving to the tree. Sire is by the car, laying on the ground, listening to the tree.
That is something to keep in mind as we're having this discussion is that Nicholas has just been walking towards this tree and we have no idea what the hell is going on over there, so time's ticking, I guess.
I could have the bots do recon and protect the children while you investigate.
Sire also wants to stay here as he doesn't want to copy the priest. So I think that would be fine if we just leave the bots and Sire, but I'm also going to go remind him that he needs to be like responsible. So I'm gonna go do that. You guys get ready and then we gotta go after Nicholas. And she starts running back towards the other car.
All right.
Once she gets there, she's just gonna hop in really quick. Sire, you need to stay here, watch the cars. Nothing comes in or out of the cars except us. And you have to know it's us. If you have any question about it, I don't know, devise a test or something. No, actually, this is a terrible idea. Never mind. Just,
Sire looks up from the ground at her. Sire, stay by car.
yes, stay by car, make sure that nothing enters or leaves the vehicles. Got it?
Okay.
No matter what happens, what you hear or see, you stay here and make sure they're safe, okay?
They be safe.
Okay, I'm counting on you.
And when she leaves, Sire's going to try and make sure one of the roots reaches up so the kids can hear it.
No.
I said nothing enters or leaves the vehicle, and that includes plants.
Okay.
I'm unsurprised that you didn't realize that he's not actually being controlled by it because he stopped and looked right back at you instead of ignoring you. He's not really being influenced. He just doesn't seem that way.
You're not there.
Well, and not only that, but I'd like to point out the key word there is seem, right? So we don't know what's going on yet, and I'm not putting any faith in anything until I know what's going on.
Sire's got another voice in his head to talk to right now. It's
The main
It's
reason
a
he started
party in
walking
here.
toward it was not only that talking to him, but it was freaking alive. He hasn't seen that before. He's very curious.
Which is fine. I'm just being cautious. So, are you guys in the other car jumping out to join me and Nicholas?
Yes.
I'm taking the vehicle.
Oh, silly. This was that tower or whatever when you guys Wood or whatever was talking to you guys, right? Because I think it was.
You don't say, Cappy. You don't say.
No, I was trying to make sure I was thinking this was the right one. This was the right tower when that happened earlier on. I didn't want to get that mixed up with a different location.
No, there was multiple talking trees in New Orleans. Well, I don't know. That might be true.
Well, I was asking you was this was related to Nicholas and this was happening. I was there at the time, correct? I'm asking because I don't want to bring something in character that my character wasn't there to hear because I don't want to get him out or whatever.
Probably.
Sorry, I'm back.
All right.
So, Cappy, after some walking, because you guys drove a little bit away, you make it back to the tree. The first thing you notice as you get around the tree is that all the grass around it is healthy, bright and green, and fresh.
kneel down and kind of run my hand through the grass. Incredible.
It does feel incredible.
Simply incredible. I have not seen life like this since ever.
You feel very at peace standing there, Cappy.
And I just kind of stayed kneeled where I'm at for a few minutes. And eventually I'll kind of stand up and kind of lay my head against the trunk.
All right. The rest of you, how are you getting over there?
I'm using the car.
So you're driving over the roots. Got it.
Sire's
It's
staying with the children and listening to the root.
An all-terrain vehicle. It can handle it.
So, Corvus goes driving up. Who else is with him?
I'm going.
I guess I just ran over because I don't think Corvus actually said anything to me about driving over, and I went to talk to Sire first, so I think I'm just running separately.
All right then. So, Corvus and Mac make it next. Soon after Cappy. Cappy, you notice, they're driving in. They damage some of the grass and some of the roots.
Guys, you're damaging the roots in the ground. Stop. At least stop the vehicle. First life that this world has seen in years and you're damaging it? Come on, use your heads.
All right, I step out of the vehicle and I say, "What?"
This is the first pure life that I have seen my entire life, and you're damaging it. Be smart. It's going to be the beginning of the world finally restoring itself, and you're destroying it. You freaking idiot.
That's when Talawa comes walking up.
What? Who's an idiot? What are you guys doing now?
They're destroying the new living grass and the roots. First woodland life I've seen in years, and he's freaking destroying with his car.
I told him I didn't think that it was that safe to drive right now.
I mean, the vehicle's fine.
Yeah, but the roots aren't. I can't believe you, man. You let upset with technology. You can't be amazed by the first living thing you've seen in years. First living tree in wilderness.
I'm definitely intrigued.
Talawa, you feel very calm as you get here, noticing this fresh green grass and living tree.
That's a good question.
What? I'm gonna lay down in the grass and roll around.
All right. Corvus and Mac, you do not feel discomfort as you are here.
Okay.
Alright.
So, as you're sitting there rolling on the ground, all of a sudden, you guys notice a glow that emerges from the trunk of the tree, and the glow forms into a woman. Her hair is the colors of autumn, and goes all the way down to her knees.
Whoa.
Her skin is the color of springtime. And her beauty is beyond any that you have seen.
Oh, not the mama.
Wow. Simply amazing.
I wave.
Corvus is definitely on edge. He's watching the sense.
The two who respect me. You have my blessing in this place.
I give a nod. Thank you, my lady.
Talawa like points a finger at herself. You know, like when you're like asking like me?
Yes, you.
But
Child of
Talawa's getting a
Lavora.
good compliment?
Ah, thank you. Who are you though?
I am a very, very old spirit. A spirit of nature.
What brought you back?
You restored my roots to the ground.
By blowing up the tower?
I was not talking to you, destroyer of that which is me.
Destruction breeds creation in this instance, so it was due to the C4 that you were able to gain.
I think she means the fact that you ran over the roots and grass.
Hey, he was driving, not me.
Yeah, how the hell are we supposed to, like... I don't
You should
get
have.
these...
Bob,
Does not compute.
Bob, you could roll your influence to try to argue your point.
Corvus, you should have kept that thing back anyway, considering. Yeah.
Oh, because, yes, I was expecting to deal with a manifestation of a spirit.
Not that. The fact this is the first life we've seen in ages that's actually grown. You should have known that whatever was causing this to grow was more than just normal, and you should have been cautious.
Yes, and that's why I brought the vehicle, because... What's wrong with you people? This could have eaten us.
That's the
That
difference
thought never
between
occurred to me,
machines and
honestly.
humans.
I do not desire to eat you. You are the ones who take of my flesh.
I'm fighting the urge to say, I think we share that property.
She must mean in the past when we treated you for building houses.
She looks over at you, Mac. Very well, child of Lavora, you may approach me.
I walk up to her with a slightly confused look. Child of who?
Of Lavora. I can see it all around your body.
Hmm.
You must have many friends.
Only the ones by the white powder.
Yeah. No. Not really. I mean, you're pretty much. I have a bunch of people I need to kill.
Talawa, Nicholas, you both can roll a logic right now.
I want to know what we should call you.
Yep, I gotta add fucking lots of stuff to my logic point.
Reldon, you think she's referring to Mac's unnatural ability to turn enemies to his side. Do you hear me, Cappy? You're... Or wait, no, you're Nicholas.
Oh, I rolled an 18. I thought I rolled an 8. Wow, I rolled better than I thought I did.
Yeah, no. I'm struggling to logic anything out today. I'm still just stunned
Starstruck.
by this life and growth around me.
But yeah, Cappy, you can communicate that if you want or don't.
No, to communicate that I think that he's talking about his ability to turn people to his side.
Yes.
Okay. Gonna glance over at Mac. I think she referring to your ability to your knack for being able to turn people to our side. You're pretty good at it.
A useful trick I picked.
Yeah, definitely useful.
Perhaps a nymph once interbred with your bloodline. You'd be amazed what a little bit of nymph blood can do to you.
It's possible.
I believe one asked for my name.
Yeah, I want to know what I should call you.
I'm Volya.
It is an honor to meet you, Valia.
Indeed.
Now, the reason I asked you to come to me, though, and this is not a mission for the destroyers of nature.
If you could see his eyes roll, you would.
That's why she doesn't like you.
People are too trusting of creatures you meet.
As far as my roots have spread, I will begin to start restoring this area and the nature around it.
Ah, excellent. I was going to ask about that.
That being said, I will not be able to keep it up for incredibly long. The land is still incredibly polluted. It should have started to clear up by now, but clearly someone wants it to stay this way. That is why I task you with this responsibility. Find what pollutes the water, stop it, so that nature can regrow and become anew.
Could to be something to do with the Wraith King, as well as one of his towers.
No, I think it's bigger than that. But I think we're close to getting everything done that we need to get done. And I kind of want to keep going with, making things better. This seems like a good next step to making the world better.
Indeed. I am overjoyed to see life spring up again.
Should you find my brothers and sisters across the world, return their roots to the ground, and they will aid you as I have.
I nod. You have my word.
She leans in, Cappy, and she kisses the top of your head.
I close my eyes when she does that.
Out of character, the tree grew where the tower was.
Yes.
So, never mind.
How do we find your brothers and sisters? We didn't even know you were there until the tower blew up.
You knew I was there.
Yes, we spoke with her. Well, I did.
Manipulated by the dark forces, uprooted, all I could do was extend. And they made me extend, and extend, and extend.
Well, now that you are free, you can extend as you were meant to, restoring life. Amy will help with that any way we can.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Do not worry. And to aid you with these tasks, a gift for each of you. Cappy, she extends to you a giant tree branch.
I take the tree branch. Thank you.
Bob, she gives you a vine filled with thorns.
Thank you.
And Talawa, she gives you a leaf.
Thank you. I'm very flattered.
The best of luck on your journeys. She sinks back into the tree.
So this entity just gave you some lawn clipping.
Oh, I have a feeling there's more to these than what they appear.
Do you use your prescience to try to figure it out, Cappy?
Yes, I think I will.
Sometimes, Corvus,
Sometimes.
is there anything you truly respect?
I respect many things, but I find it perturbing how readily you trust an entity you just met.
Well, for me, it wasn't that difficult because you already know I respect spirits.
Hmm.
Besides, something like that, how could you not respect it? That was incredible.
Yes, it's very interesting. I don't deny that. I'd really like to know more. Apparently, that's not in the purview for today.
You really need to open yourself up to faith as much as you have your science. It would do you a wonder of good, my friend.
Nicholas, as you look over the items, they have incredibly powerful auras coming off them.
Whoa. The auras these things give off is incredible. Don't know what they do, but they're obviously powerful.
Does anyone decide to try to test it out?
I'd jump up in kind of like a superhero pose and then like put my leaf out dramatically.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my. Alright then.
Web away.
Roll for me as if you had a protection. Hey Corvus, what's that ability you use to block stuff with protection?
Resistance.
And how much do you need to use resistance?
At what level?
Okay, we're going to say that this gives her equivalent to a 7 protection for activating resistance.
Okay. So yeah. So then, yeah, that would just be it reduces whatever damage that she chooses by.
Alright. And this applies to bludgeoning and slashing damage, but not piercing.
So it's no good against the woodpecker.
Good old fashioned lead. Yeah, ain't gonna be stopped by a leaf.
Yeah, Laura, but you have to actually roll it. It's basically, it gives you protection 7, but only for activating resistance 7.
No, I know you want me to roll it. I'm just trying to also write it down so that later I'm not like, wait, what does this thing do again?
Here, I got you, fam. Just change the chosen attack type to bludgeoning.
And slashing, right?
Yep, bludgeoning and slashing.
So isn't that just forceful then?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
I guess it might just be forceful then. I still wanted piercing to be able to pierce it though. So that's why I said it that way.
I gotcha.
So anyways, as she jumps up and does this, you guys watch as the leaf expands into a set of armor all around her body.
Ooh, very impressive.
Yeah,
Well,
you
that's different.
Definitely.
She became the mini green giant.
It's cool. I like this.
I'm gonna hold up my branch and kind of, I guess, focus on it.
Alright then. Your branch gives you Alteration 7 for the purposes of polymorphing it into other branch shapes and sizes. So like, Cappy, you could use this and like, let's say you need to cross a bridge or climb something, you could expand it to the size of a tree trunk if you wanted and things like that.
You said into other branch-like shapes?
And sizes.
Oh,
So you
is
could
it?
literally just make it grow if you wanted.
This is like a Wukong staff or whatever.
And
Reminds me of
yes,
that thing from.
it is similar to the idea of the power pole, only you can also change it to
Yes.
branch shape.
I was just gonna say that to the purple from Dragon Ball Z.
So anyways, as you or go ahead and roll as if you had an Alteration 7.
What would the? Do I add alteration? Oh, just roll the. But do I roll my alteration, or I roll a different one as it?
I just put the score in the ability temporarily to roll it and then took it out immediately after.
Yeah, if you want to create it, what you do is you go to your legendary items tab and then you put in whatever attribute that you're using.
Yeah, I'll do that. That should.
I believe that is a failure to try to do it, so Cappy fails to activate.
Yeah. That sucked.
Doesn't know how to use a big stick. Dang.
Indeed.
God damn it. While they're fiddling around with this, because I did technically leave some nanites in this thing, am I getting any reading?
From the tree?
Yeah.
What kind of reading are you looking for?
Arcane signatures, anything about like the actual like cell growth, like what the hell is this thing made of?
Tree.
Okay, just I'm not sure if this is just plain old tree though, bro.
Analyzing the tree itself, you can pick up very faint amounts of arcane energy.
Okay.
But it's probably not coming from the tree itself as much as the spirit that resides within it.
There's nothing like that would like give me any inkling that this is malicious in any.
It is not malicious. It does not feel malicious. It feels like a tree. Though you've never felt a real tree before, so it feels like when you felt those dead trees, but more alive.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the car and pick out any like debris from the actual roots or any of the leaves, and just start analyzing it while they're doing what they're.
All right. What are you doing? Anything, Bob?
Yeah, well, I'm looking my vine over, see if there's any place safe enough for me to grab it without getting poked by a thorn.
There is.
Alright. I'm examining it, trying to figure out. I swing it over my head.
Whip it good.
Alright then. So, Bob, do you unfurl it?
Yes.
Alright then, as you unfurl it, small little flowers begin growing into bigger flowers all along it.
Interesting.
Alright, Bob. So you can use agility to use this whip as a weapon standardly. Or you can use it to try to... Or you can use it as if you have entropy 7, as the flowers will spurt out basically these toxic spores.
Oh.
Guess spores are the right word. Pollen. Toxic pollen. You can go ahead and give it a roll to see if you can activate it.
Actually, it was 7 alteration, not 9. I got to change that number.
What am I rolling?
As if you had 7 entropy. But only for the purposes of damaging. Is everyone still here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm just looking at plants and watch them play with their toys, kind of scoff.
He's just mad
Hello?
because he didn't get a nature toy.
No, because I could definitely make something better than what she just gave you.
Don't be a bitch about it.
I don't be a bitch about it.
Well, I'll just have to improve the items then.
I got you, fam.
All kinds of pollen come pouring out of the flowers. It is a black color.
Oh, guys, don't breathe that.
He's talking
What is
to
that?
you and Cappy, Laura.
Alright, I want, but what is that?
Breathe deep, Nicholas.
Yeah, if you want to breathe deep together in gloom.
Yep, you guys see the black pollen pouring out of his whip.
Oh, I stop it from doing that?
It stops as you try to will it to stop.
Do I have any control over where it goes? I try and will it go away from us.
At the moment, it's just floating where it is. In actual combat, it will attack what you make it attack.
Oh, okay.
As they blow out the pollen like that, the flowers instantly die. And then new ones begin regrowing. The petals left over, someone can roll for me a learning if they want to identify something about them.
29.
I didn't learn shit.
Indeed, Talawa and Rildon know nothing about these flowers. Mac, though, you read about them in some of your father's old books. Some of his ones that he definitely didn't want you to read about the arcane arts. And Corvus, this particular flower has been rumored to be used in a lot of various medical breakthroughs, but because, nothing grows anymore, haven't been able to get a hold of it.
Yeah, most things have been synthetic.
Yep. This is the real deal.
I start gathering these up.
Mac, you know that it's rumored that old alchemists of yore used to use this this flower in their concoctions.
I pass that information on to Nicholas and Talawa and Corvus, but apparently he already knows.
Indeed.
Wait, I have a serious question just for the sake of continuity. If nothing has been able to grow before, then how are their crops?
Well, the crops are very mutated, very weird, and the diets are not best for the people.
Okay,
That's why
so
you got mutants, Kyle.
right, so it's like there's plant growth, but it's just unhealthy.
Yes.
And gotcha.
That's the point, is that this is healthy plant growth that you guys are seeing for the first time in... What is it, 500 years after all of this? Yeah, 500 years.
Okay. I look over at fucking Mac. Okay. This seems to be the most interesting thing of the bunch. It can apparently produce um, a long extinct flower. I'm not sure. I can't remember its name, but I remember its properties.
Yeah, I read about it.
What are these flowers called?
They shall be henceforth known as Death Smilers.
Death smilers?
Yes, because when they are alive and have not spit out their pollen, they're incredibly deadly and poisonous. But once they've spit out their pollen and die, the leaves that are left over are the parts that can be used in potions and various medical uses.
Okay. So I'm guessing this used to be a magic plant before people started figuring out about
Yes.
magic. Okay. All right. Yeah. Um. I could probably do something with this. Not exactly a botanist, but I could definitely break it down, process it into something that might be beneficial.
Juice it.
Yeah. Um. Well, Corvus is just kind of staring at this rope vine flower thing. I'd like to conduct more studies, but if everyone's done playing with their new toys, maybe we should start getting out of here.
Yes, we do need to get these children somewhere safe.
The children are all over their vines right now with their ears down on the ground, just like...
Actually,
Probably being
the spirit reaches out one more time. If you wish, I will watch over the children for you.
Ooh! Ooh! Sire jumps up. Children want to stay with pretty voice.
They all yell in excitement, having never seen anything like this before either.
So Sire ushers them towards the tree in hopes that Talala doesn't beat his ass for letting the stampede of kids run away from the field.
Nobody fucking listens.
Wait, what about their parents?
He's asking you guys.
I know.
Well, when we find them, we'll tell them where their kids are. I don't know.
Yes,
Children are orphans. World is harsh.
yeah, because typical farmers in these conditions can just mow through the swamps.
Roots begin forming huts for the children.
Our job to make children safe. Children safe.
As the children are like swarming around this giant tree, I'm going to go walk down towards
where?
Towards one of the children, and I'm going to kneel right next to it, next to him or her.
Yes, Mr. Robot Man.
Yeah, Mr. Robot Man. Yeah.
Show us your dance.
No.
Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
What about your mom or your dad? Don't you want to go see them again?
My mom and dad are dead. They tried to stop them from taking me and were cut down.
Oh. I'm sorry. Is that the same for everyone here?
Lots of us. I hear some of the New Orleans children still have parents, and some of the Everglow children, and some of the New Baton Rouge. But I'm from, well, nowhere near this area.
Where are you from?
One second, we're deciding on an appropriate state.
This could be a good place for those from New Orleans to remain until we make sure that area is safe for them again.
I'm from the dusty deserts of Texas.
That is a ways away.
Yeah.
Not from Louisiana, it's not.
That's true, but it's still a long ways to go to just pull children from. Anyway, I turned my attention back to the child. Well, if you feel safe here, we can try to leave you here for now, and we could try to see if we can find the rest of your friend's parents. That, or
This place feels comforting and safe.
It does indeed.
Everyone except Corvus feels this.
Yep.
I look at the children.
Sire has a true spirit that Corvus doesn't.
He's a skeptic through and through, man. What do you want from him? He gets off his knee and he stands up and he pats the child on the. Okay. I just want to make sure that they're safe. Oh, I've shunted him out into the car at this point.
Yep, he's yelling in the car. Roots begin forming up into branches, and fruits begin growing off them for the children. No one questions any of it. Got it. So,
No.
Can I grab a fruit?
It's a neat trick. Can you grow me a steak?
I don't think it works that way.
a branch grows a giant pointed stick.
That's awesome.
Well, that's impressive.
Fucking.
How about let's try a different way. How about a hamburger?
I wouldn't push your luck, my friend.
Go ahead, do something with that, Ryan.
It's still funny he got you on the first one.
You could just like make portobello mushrooms or something. It's kind of like a hamburger.
Blasphemy.
False. It is gross and disgusting.
It is delicious. Deal with it.
You are wrong.
Giant toadstools grow out of the ground, capable of supporting your weight. But either
Nicholas.
Try to keep Mac from licking all the mushrooms.
Yes, Nicholas.
Nicholas is watching this in awe and amazement at what's going on.
It is indeed an amazing thing. But the children are all settled in now. And you guys still have a task ahead of you. You have the key required to get into the Wraith King's fortress.
Indeed we do. Now the children are safe, there's only one destination to go to, it seems like.
Yes, but you still need to purify it. Otherwise, that's another portion of its strength that still remains.
You mean purify the book? Yes, let me see that book again. Let me give it another try.
I point at
Sire,
your
make
backpack.
sure that he shows you where you messed up last time.
What are you saying, Corvus?
I point at your backpack.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. I take out my backpack, put both hands on it, and concentrate. Damn.
Dude, burn legend points, man. You have a shit ton of them.
I think it will burn one to get this. Hear me, Finn?
You said you were burning a legend point.
Yes.
That still involves a reroll with your disadvantage of 2.
Well, shit.
That sounds about right.
God damn it.
You know you can burn more than one legend point, right, bro?
Yeah, but he said it'd be a reroll for in the disadvantage, so I don't think it'd help.
Yeah, but you can use, I believe you can use the legend points to offset the disadvantages and even get advantage at that.
Yeah, you can use as
Yeah.
many if you have.
Sire did it a
okay.
couple times with grenades.
Right
Okay,
now,
yes,
you're at
I will-
disadvantage 4 if you try again.
I don't need the disadvantages. I am going to... So I don't want to succeed at this. I need 4 legend points probably to give me a disadvantage. Now, I'm not going to burn the mob. I'm going to burn at least 6. I wish you give me a 2 advantage. No, I'll burn 7, give me a 3 advantage.
Very well.
All right, you know what? Because I can see that. No. I'll let him do it.
You guys drive for 3 days
Oh my god!
from where you were. All this time, the priest failing his prayers, choking constantly, coughing on his
So out of
coughing up
curiosity,
blood.
can Sire try?
3 1s. What the hell?
Can Sire try? Sure,
Yeah.
Sire. Roll protection.
Taking away its power doesn't matter if it's good or evil based, as long as it takes the power away from it.
Roll your protection, Sire.
I'm gonna laugh because it works because it finally sends them to hell where it belongs.
I'm gonna use 7 legend points.
Very well.
I believe in Satan.
Damn.
Sire does not succeed either.
Wouldn't it be 27?
Oh yeah, I guess there is a +7 in there. Very well then, Sire. You have succeeded. You conjure up incredible power from your blood, and then start tapping into the dark forces of hell.
And Sire say, from hell you came, to hell you go back.
Indeed, and the face, rather than how you guys have seen Cappy purify them, where, you know, there's all kinds of bright light and things like that, instead you smell burning flesh. It gets hotter in the vehicle you're in as he does this. And you can hear the screams of the pit.
Whoa.
And you arrive, after doing this outside of the Wraith King's fortress.
Did that make me feel kind of uncomfortable?
Yes, it did.
That's
Very
all right.
uncomfortable.
Now you know how Sire feels around you.
True enough.
The swamps that Corvus, Everald, and Talawa ventured, and Nicholas ventured to with Travis, oh, so long ago it feels like. Where you found the gate you couldn't get past, and the face-shaped imprint in it.
Yeah, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Way before my time.
Do you cross the bridge?
Check for traps.
It's actually not a bad idea for chaps as we go across.
This is Sire's first time at this bridge. He checks it over to make sure it's not going to blow up on him.
Move up if you're moving up, guys.
What does face on the bars look like?
Well, the face is up top. You're someone that's gonna have to fly up there and put it in.
Oh, is
Wait,
that one of
what?
the keys we have?
It's a big ass gate, man.
The pieces of flesh, guys. Those are the key. Anyone gonna do it? Come on, guys.
I'll do it.
Like, Sire doesn't have any of the pieces.
I'd ask them to be handed to me in that case. I didn't have any.
Okay. If Cappy's doing it, Cappy, you're gonna have to roll a might to climb up there.
I have a grappling hook and rope we can land. Can I do that?
Are
Wait.
you going to let Cappy use it?
I will try and anchor the rope for me, yeah.
Or the 21 might, by the way.
Alright, if Cappy uses it, he'll get an advantage 3 on the roll.
Yeah, I'd use it. Any help to get me up there, like killed it myself.
Alright, then make your might with advantage 3.
Just out of curiosity, is there any magic around this gate or no?
Yes, that's why you guys couldn't get through it last time.
Oh, is he just trying to put the face
And
in?
it was worse. What the Jesus Christ, I rolled advantage, I roll worse.
He sloppily climbs his way up there, almost falling a few times, but he gets up there.
Sire tries to anchor the rope as a good belay man would, so he doesn't fall.
So, Cappy, you're up there, staring at this imprint of the face, holding pieces of a human face.
I would start arranging them in there to match the face.
As you match them into the grooves correctly, you guys hear it. The loud rumbling of the gates unlocking and then starting to swing open. You've finally done it. You've opened the gates to the Wraith King's fortress. You're there, the finish line. And that is where we will call it for tonight.
Alrighty.
All right, folks. Have a good one.
Indeed.
Later, man.
We hope you enjoyed yourselves tonight. We are the Story Speakers Guild, bringing you roleplay entertainment. Please join us this Saturday for Casual Saturday Dungeons & Dragons, where we will continue our adventure there. And of course, please join us next Thursday for what will probably be the conclusion of Chapter 1 of Umbra Stalkers.
Everyone watching, have a good night.
Night. Enjoy Friday.
And anybody not watching, kiss my butt.
It's clean. He said he took a shower.
I'm going to have to track up that earlier thing to something seriously blocking me, and only Sire was able to do it. So I had to go the opposite way for that thing to work.
Because I have faith, you do not.
I've got faith, just the holy way was being blocked by something.
Good night.